Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ladies Night.
Hi, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday,
So
guys.
tonight, happy Friday. So tonight we have a special guest. Her name is Paija. She's a celebrity makeup artist. Hey, Paija, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Fantastic.
Hope you get some tips because I do not wear makeup, so I'm super excited to have you.
You know,
to
lipstick. I see you got the red lip. You wear makeup.
That is okay. So I wear mascara, eyeliner, and blush all in once on the good. So we have. So I'm excited to see what I can learn.
Okay.
Okay, so we got some questions for you.
Okay.
So I see Paige, you work with a lot of people. Can you just go over your most recent projects that you've had?
Oh, wow. I think, well, I guess the most notable one recently, which actually we did last year, but it was released this year, was the photo shoot with Mariana and O'Brien, which was super fun. It was super cool dude, easy to work with. It was male grooming. That's the term we use when you do makeup on a guy, or the type of makeup that we did, because we weren't trying to do beauty makeup. It was more like about correcting and just, making sure everybody's even and moisturized and hydrated. I did a photo shoot with Seven Streeter, or she goes by Seven only now, but Seven Streeter recently. There's some other stuff that's coming out, some editorials. There's one that's going to drop February 22nd. That one is that was just super dope. That I can't wait to I can't even put behind the scenes for that one yet, but that one's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I did my own photo shoot recently. A friend had me be a part of hers. That was fun. I'm trying to think. Whenever people ask me to list projects or clients, I'm always like, let me go to my Instagram and check because I don't remember. Yeah, I would say outside of that, like I said, I think I'm one of those makeup artists that has a really good mixture of clients. Like I have some celebrity clients, but I also have a lot of just, everyday people, brides, people, just pretty much everybody. Yeah. Like I don't usually use the term celebrity makeup artist. I guess there in some areas they like that term. But I just use the term I just use professional makeup artist. My goal is to be like internationally known or like a global makeup artist more so than celebrity. But I have a really great mixture. I do a lot of just models, editorial work, e-commerce. I do a lot of different stuff. So it really varies.
Well, your work is beautiful, actually, and I know the pictures you're talking about that you took. You were looking hot, girl. Legit, I was like, oh my god!
Now, I was so nervous.
She's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous girl.
I had a double nose. I was like,
it turned out good. I didn't know what to expect, but it turned out really great. I'm grateful that they asked me to be a part of it.
So what's this project that you have coming up on the 22nd? Are you to talk about it? And
I can talk about it. It's an editorial for a magazine. So the models, I guess, are well known. Like you've seen their faces. I don't know if you know their names, but you've seen their faces. But I'm just really excited about it because it's a group of beautiful Black women. And I really didn't know what we were going. Some days you get on set and you're like, especially when it comes to editorials, like when you do a photo shoot, you always have a mood board. So you have an idea of what you're getting into before you get there, but you absolutely never, ever know how that's going to go. But some days it's like magic, and other days it's like, well, girl, we got through it. So this one kind of turned out to just be really beautiful. I wanted it to come out earlier. Like, just kind of trying to get in the editors. They're like, "Girl, we should really do it earlier, Black History Month," but it'll be towards the end of the month. But we could get some different looks. Like there's some kind of period piece, like funky hair, funky outfits. There's some like fur and just a lot of different stuff. So it'll be published on the 22nd. Then I actually have another photo shoot. I have to step in the morning and go to Palm Springs to do a photo shoot. So after I get off of here, I got to go pack and all that. But and of course I'm last minute, so I'm yeah. But yeah, it was just like really fun makeup, really beautiful makeup. Like I said, I can't wait to post it. I'll be able to post on the 22nd, but it's still. But yeah, God's really just been blessing me lately. I've just been recommended and had some amazing projects, and a lot of it just has to do with people who, like somebody told me today, like, oh, we grow, like half the reason we want you on set is because we just like your energy too. Like you're always positive. The photographer was talking to me today. He was like, I'm so nervous, and wardrobe is this, and everybody's that. And I was like, we're gonna be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so just those different things, not just my skill, has been the reason that I'm able to, flow like that.
So I have a question. What kind of got you started, doing, I know some, makeup artists, they say, from a young age, they've always wanted to, and others say just kind of, land in their lap. So for you, what really kind of got you into makeup? And what you feel like?
I never ever thought I would do makeup. I didn't even wear makeup growing up. I didn't even play in makeup. I was a lip gloss and mascara girl. Really, mostly lip gloss. And when I got a little bit older, mascara. And you could not convince me that I needed more than lip gloss and mascara ever. Like you couldn't. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm winning. I'm not opposed to that.
My men, have to kind of still wait.
Yeah, like it's easy to manipulate. It's easy to make it look like you did more than you did when your lips and your eyes are done, because that's what people look at first. Like I don't have a lot of makeup on today. I did a little bit of complexion work. I don't even do eyeshadow and all that. I literally just took my same face powder and highlighter, put it on my eyes, and I did mascara, liner, and lip gloss. Like I didn't do much, but it's easy to manipulate the eye, the human eye, to make it think you did more. But as far as getting into makeup, honestly, I didn't grow up with it. My mom didn't really wear it, so I didn't know anything about it. It was probably around college, and I just was like, I want to learn how to look pretty. I thought girls who wore makeup, I just thought they looked extra pretty. Like I was like, I want to learn. So I used to ask my friends for help, and they kind of got to a point where they were like, "Girl, you're grown. Like, what kind of girl don't know how to put on her own makeup?" So I started learning for myself, and then I went through some things in like a really kind of like toxic relationship, and kind of what I used to do, like when I was just like trying to get away from that, I used to just go in the bathroom and like lock myself in there for hours and just practice makeup. Still at that point, it wasn't about doing anybody else's face. It was just like, okay, this is peaceful for me. And then I remember, like, this is around the time I graduated from college, and the recession was really bad. There were no jobs, and I was like, I called my brother, and I was like depressed. I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I've been self-sufficient. Never the hell is going on? And he's like, it's just the economy. Like, it's not just you. It's the economy. Right. So even having a degree is not helping you right now. Like, I had like 2 or 3 jobs at that time because companies could only give out like 10 hours a week and stuff. Like, so I was just doing a bunch of different little odd jobs, and I was like, I'm tired of it. And so he's like, why don't you do makeup? People always ask you to do their makeup. And I was like, I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do anybody's makeup. He was like, oh, just do their eyeshadow. And so like at the time, girls were literally paying me just to do their eyeshadow. Like I didn't know how to do anything else. I did not know how to. I knew how to put on powder foundation because that's what I started. Like as I was learning, I was like, oh, okay, I know how to buff it and make it look good. So I would even tell them like, oh, bring your own foundation. I'll put it on you. But like, I didn't know how to do it. So I'm grateful to all those girls who trusted and saw the vision, because I didn't see the vision. But one thing I was good at was eyeshadow. I could use 20 colors on one eye and blend it, like all that stuff. And I started making YouTube videos, just eyeshadow, just lips. That's all I knew how to do. And so it happened like that. Like I never, ever thought I would be anybody's makeup artist.
But that's an amazing story. And I feel it's a lot of young who are probably, kind of going through the same thing, are getting to do it. And here you are, you've done, great work, and a lot of opportunity doors have opened for you. So definitely you can learn from. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
have
never thought, but I'm happy I'm here. That's for sure. Like it feels good to do what you love. I never felt what that felt like, and I didn't even know if I ever would know because you hear your parents say, go get that good government job and get those benefits and retire after 40 years of slaving and all that stuff. And
Mhm.
so you get
Yeah.
used to the thought that that's going to be life. And so you don't think about, well, I could be happy at work. You just think, I got to go to work. Maybe I can make a few friends at work, or we can find our little clique and we can have fun while we're there. But you just think, I'm going to go work a job. And that's it. You know what I mean? You don't think about anything more than that. So I realized just one day, although it's not that I don't have hard days because I'm like, my feet hurt, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. There are some experiences that are less than pleasurable, with makeup. But I never, ever, I've never had a bad day. I've never gone home and been like, oh my God, I hate my job. I hate these people.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter whether I've worked in a corporate space in makeup or worked for a brand or whether it's just a gig on my own. Even when I used to do like gigs with Target and stuff like that, like a Target shopper, it's like they don't know anything about makeup. They sometimes they're the hardest people to deal with, right? But it's like I still never went home and was like, ugh, I hate it. And that's
Wow.
when I feel like I'm supposed to be in this world. Like my business mind wants to do more. Like I'm coming out with a product line and I want to do this and I used to teach classes. I'm starting to reopen that again. Like my business mind wants to expand it, but I know I need to be like here. So
I
because
really
I experience a bad day.
I really like how you're living through purpose, you know?
Yeah.
It's like this is your passion, this is what you love, and like most most Americans, like we work to survive, to pay bills. It's not at the end of the day, I hate my job, but at the end of the day for you, it's like, okay, I had a good day. I got to work with some different people. And
Mhm.
no matter what the circumstances was, I still enjoyed myself because I did what I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. So,
Mhm.
speaking of being happy at work, what are like the brands that you live and breathe by? Are there specific brands that you prefer? Or what brands would you recommend to other folks that maybe want to wear makeup like you? What brands?
Um, That's twofold
Yeah.
for me because there are brands that I swear by as a professional, and then there are things that I swear by like just as a consumer. So, like for example, in my artist kit, I swear by like a brand name Graftobian, right? Like I don't wear Graftobian foundation personally because it's more than what I need on a daily basis. But like on my clients, I can trust it. It doesn't matter if it's been hot, cold, rainy. It doesn't matter what type of dry skin, oily skin. It doesn't matter. Not a single client of mine has come back and said that foundation's broken out or it wore off, it melted away, whatever. So like, I swear by Grant Philbin's foundation. I swear by NYX, and this is a drugstore brand, but I swear by their setting sprays. And it's not that there are not other expensive setting sprays out there, but this spray literally does what all the expensive sprays does, but better in my opinion. And that's something I use on myself personally and on my clients. Like it locks that makeup in. So I don't want to say brands, it's probably more so items by brands, right? Because there's always
Mhm.
something that's kind of like iffy, right? But honestly, I think there is some old faithfuls. I can never go wrong with MAC. If I ever need to go get something from MAC, whether it's a pencil, a lipstick, a blush, a highlight, a brow pencil, like yeah, there are other brands that do
Oh,
certain things better.
their glitter though too. They have the
Whether
best glitter.
glitter,
I mean, you
like
can't get it off, but
yeah, yeah,
the
no, right.
glitter is
But they're
fun.
pigment, and then a pigment will last. I used the pigment on my eye for that photo shoot, the lingerie one I was in, and I was like, I don't even carry my pigments mostly because they get messy. But I whipped out a pigment for that one because I knew I had to do I had something to do that day before the shoot. I knew I had to do makeup and I needed it to last all day. And I know a MAC pigment is gonna like you don't need a lot of it. It's gonna deposit tons of color and it's gonna last. But like as a brand, MAC is like they have a lot of complexion products too. So like even if you don't like their traditional like Studio Fix, which I don't like Studio Fix either. But again, like if somebody told me, girl, you have to do this gig and you can only go to one store to get everything you need, it probably would be MAC, because I know from being prep to finish, I can find everything I need and do a whole face.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a MAC girl. I'm a
Yeah,
girl, so you can't go wrong with MAC. I'm a MAC girl.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can, but
so is there a current current makeup trend that's happening now that you don't super care for? Or are you all about are you just like all of it, or?
No, I appreciate all the forms of
like
artistry, to be honest. I know in the past 2 years we got into color again. I thought that was fun, even though I'm not gonna say that's not me. That used to be me, because like I said, I started off being the eyeshadow cut crease, rainbow glitter girl, and then as I got more into makeup, I realized skin is the most beautiful part of makeup, not really the eyes. So I'm not gonna say that I don't love that. Like, I'm kind of glad we're leaving glitter alone a little bit. Because I don't know if you guys remember, a year or two ago, everything was like full glitter eyes.
Yeah,
I remember.
I was like,
girl, you gave me a fright.
Yeah, I was like, messy.
What's going on?
Yeah, it gets everywhere. It's not fun. It's beautiful, but it's not fun. So I would say that I'm glad that one's kind of leaving, but I'm so happy now that we are getting back into skin, because if you notice the trend, I don't want to shame, but I love a skinny nose. Like, I love an overly highlighted nose. I love, and I don't mean a skinny nose like a fake nose. I mean, I literally love when you take your nose and construct it. I love when you construct your face. Like, I'm happy we're back to that. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that picture, or maybe it was a video of Nicki Minaj that went around a couple of months ago, and she literally was just face was beat, no eyeshadow, no eyeshadow, but no lashes, skin was just perfect. Nose was contoured to God. I was like, yes, this is. We're getting back to where I want to be. That. I love skin. I just love skin because I think the fact that, because I had a few very well known. I don't know what you want to call them. They're business women, but Instagram popular, I guess, right? I had a few, we were on Clubhouse, and I had a few of them kind of, they're from the South, so they're very used to fake makeup and tons of color and all that, right? And so we were just explaining to them that makeup is a luxury service. This is why we charge so much. And she just looked at my makeup and she was like, they were rude, but it's fine. They were like, what's so luxury about your makeup and what you do and whatever? And I'm like, that's great that you think I don't have to work hard, because that means I'm that good. I'm like, the fact that you think that all of my clients just happen to have flawless skin means I'm doing great, because they don't come
Yeah.
That's work that I do. I'm working on that face like crazy, so that you think that this is literally from them washing their face and having a good skincare routine. And I'm like, I don't really do a lot of before and afters like I used to, because a lot of it's a lot of these people who have problematic skin are not comfortable. They don't want to tell you, That's why they're wearing makeup. They want to feel flawless. So I always respect that. And I'm like, hey, whatever you want to do. But I was like, a lot of people got mad at them and was like, oh, they were disrespectful towards you and your work, and they don't know anything about artistry and editorial. And I was like, it was literally just a compliment to me that you thought their makeup was so flawless that it was just that you couldn't tell that they had makeup. So I was like, I'm on the right track.
So okay, so the trends, like you mentioned, changes a lot. Do you adapt real quick to the new change? Because I know at one point, I swear, all these girls have the same face. They all have the same pouty lip. Do you? You know what look? I don't know what look. I'm gonna call it the Kylie Jenner look. So, these new girls, it's always changing. Are you keeping up with it? Are you just? Because me personally, when I do my makeup, I'm very much old school. So I've been wearing the same face probably the past 10 years per se. I don't do anything new. How do you adapt, or do you just continue doing what you typically do?
Like I said, I'm a lover of makeup, and I respect and love all trends. I do hate. I was looking at a fellow artist page earlier, and I noticed that she makes all of her clients look like the same person, which that is also a skill, right? That you can do that. But I was like, dang, I hate that. I would love to see what this person looks like if they had done it according to their face, but also use that artist's personal style. You know what I mean? So I know, like I said, that Kim Kardashian Fashion Nova model look that went through where everybody wants to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's crazy is like Kim Kardashian wasn't even wearing that anymore. Even she looked back and was like, "Whoa, that was a lot." But I always adapt to the trends. If that's what you want, that's what I'll give you. Now, if you let me freestyle, I'm always going to do what's going to make you look the best based on you. You know what I mean? But if you come and say, girl, I saw this picture, girl, Kim Kardashian has the cut cheek and the cut nose, then we'll do the cut cheek and we'll do the cut nose. But I always tell them, like, please allow me to use like my skill set to do what's best for you. Because I know you see all these girls that are literally, and a lot of these girls, it's not just makeup, they've literally gone surgery to look like these trends. So I know you're thinking like, oh, can you just do my makeup? Well, no, that's literally surgicalized sometimes. But it's like, let me. But if you let me apply my expertise, we'll both kind of get what you need and what you want. But I try not to not being trendy has worked for me as an artist. Like, it's because what I've noticed is that the people who want trendy makeup, and this is no disrespect, but typically the people who want trendy makeup are the people who don't want to pay. They don't understand how makeup works. So they're like, $45 and I want you to give me the Kim Kardashian face. And you're like, girl, I need to use double the product. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, cause like, and I say this to say, cause I've worked with people like, so like, and I mean like real celebrities, not like, wannabes. I'm talking about real celebrities. Those are usually the people that are chill. They respect your authority as an expert. And they're like, girl, I don't even want a lot of makeup. Like, I like my little natural heat and I like my little, you know what I mean? And I find that like these trendy people or these, I don't want to say Insta famous people. I'm not really sure, but I find that some of these people, those are the people that want the cake makeup. And then they also like be having the lowest. I'm like, wait a minute, you want me to do more work? You know what I'm saying? So I just find that like, if you look at the artists that have made it to the top, and I think skill and trend are different. Like if you go and look at a Pat McGrath can definitely paint. She has pictures where she's drawn and done crystals and done glitter, but that's true artistry. She wasn't just like, okay, I can go do a cut crease and make some money. Like she was just being an artist, and her artistry was. Go and look at like Pat McGrath, even if you look at her makeup line, right? Her foundations are very skin-like. While everything is really pigmented, it's very like dip of eyeshadow, the smallest dip, because and I go to the question earlier. I love brands that are designed by makeup artists. Oh my God, you in brand, I'm instantly going to check you out just because you know what we go through and you know what we need. You know what we're always complaining about not having. But I'm like, I look at the people that I aspire to be like. Kevin Kwan, Pat McGrath. Why is her name slipping off my tongue, and I don't know why, and I love her makeup. But a lot of these artists that I aspire to be like, that's not what they did. They stuck true to what they are. They used their skill and their talent to be creative, but they didn't try to jump on trend. They just stuck to what is good for them. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna stick to what works for me.
Yeah,
that's what the greats do.
I never understood that trend, that whole like cake face trend and the pouty lip. It was very you scroll down Instagram or Facebook and everybody has the same face.
Every person, yeah, it's gross.
It's crazy.
It's super.
And they wanted that. I'm like, I don't want to look like everybody else. That's not fun to me. Like, because now a lot of those girls who went and got the work done, they still look like that. But if you go and look at like the people who created the trends, they don't even wear their makeup like that anymore.
Yeah, they don't. They don't went on to a whole new trend.
Yeah,
new phase.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, I guess I think the cake place is fun. Like, there's sometimes, I mean, we were in quarantine this winter, right? But sometimes I love the cold weather because if you ever do want to just say, I'm going full blown glam and do cake and like, hell, if you want to go drag with it. I love doing that. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to sweat my makeup off. So I'll do that every now and then just so I'm like, this is fun. I can go crazy. But like, just how they used to walk out, and I'm going to tell you, I met so many of those people in real life, and it never looked good in person. And they know that too, because a lot of them don't wear their faces like that anymore. But it was so much makeup that like I was at the Beyonce concert one time, and we saw a bunch of
Oh, I think she froze.
internet famous people, and my best PR. But I see, like, I didn't care about how they did their makeup. I really did like those people. I was like, oh my god, that's such and such and such and such. I love her face. And it was like they look like clowns, and I was like, yeah, girl, that's that cake. She's like, girl, they have on so much makeup. She's like, that is insane. Like, he was literally looking at them like, because I'm like, on camera, after you smooth it and edit it, it's like, okay, but in person, it looks like a mask. So I'm so happy that we're past that. I'm happy we're past that.
Yeah, you can't filter yourself in real life.
Right.
Real quick, I met one of the cake girls. I'm not going to tell you which one, but it's the one that just had the surgery and looks like a whole different version of her whole self.
Which one? There's so many of them.
Well,
What's an initial?
But I met her in person, and girl, well, it starts with a K. It starts with a K, ends with a K. One of the Kardashian sisters.
Okay.
The original one that just had a bunch of work. But I met her in real life, and I almost passed the hell out. She had an oil slick of like, it was the thickest makeup I've ever seen in my whole life.
Oh.
And you know what?
Absolute thickest. And we were just like, holy crap, this is what she looks like in real life, and her head's bigger than mine. But she just had cake on it, and I'm like, why are people doing this to themselves? Because it looks better when it's more, natural, and buffed out,
I feel like it damages your skin too. When you cake all this makeup on.
Yeah, if you don't take care of your skin, it can get bad. It can get bad. And so, I will say to those people, I understand why they go out with that amount of makeup sometimes because they're always being photographed. So sometimes I'm like, dang, I feel bad for you guys because I wonder if you would love to go out without makeup, but we know TMZ is going to tear you apart. Well, look at her with no makeup, and she really looks like this. So I kind of understand. Gives a dang, you know what I'm saying, about what TMZ or media takeout reports. Like, there's some celebrities that don't care. Like, I was at the mall, and I don't know what was going on that day. I was at Valley Village, and for some reason, I kept running into celebrities. And it was some of our actual real well-known actors and actresses and people that are truly A-list, and they didn't have makeup on, and I thought everybody looked pretty. I was like, she looked better. She looked younger without the makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't care about the fact that paparazzi or somebody might see them. But like I said, I understand sometimes, especially with that family, because they get ripped to shreds in the media. But it's like, at what point do you just get comfortable with yourself and say, well, this is me. If you don't like it, don't really care. Take care of your skin. As long as your skin is beautiful, glowy, healthy, who cares? But for them, I understand. But all the other girls who are doing that, and you're not about to be photographed by paparazzi, you just walk out the house. It was ridiculous.
I will say Kim looks good. Her skin, my personal opinion, because I've seen pictures of her without makeup on. In my personal opinion, I feel like her skin looks good. She looks good about it. I mean, she doesn't look like a different person. Makeup is supposed to enhance you, not really change who you are. So enhance our beauty. So what's next, Paija? What's going on? What's next on your timeline? What's next on your agenda? What you got going on next?
So like I mentioned earlier, I'm working on a product line. It's going to be a product line kind of slash beauty store, I guess you want to say. It's called the Glamour Feed. The page, I've actually owned this page and URL and everything for years, but it used to be my beauty community, where like the makeup girls would just gather and would be like just talking product and just fun. It's been like that for the past couple of years, and I was like, I really want to turn it into a brand because the name is so cute and it could be a brand. And so I'm working on accessories and things are obviously the easiest to do first. Like that's way easier than coming out with like foundation. I don't have a chemist right now, you know? So I'm having to kind of work around that and use the money that I plan on making from the products to then hire other chemists to help develop like color cosmetics. So that's what I'm working on. I'm also relaunching my classes. So pre-pandemic, I used to teach classes in person. It was usually one-on-one, or you could pay for a group session, but for women, or not for women, for people who want to become makeup artists. And so I had what part of the program was, you know, shadowing me on set, learning like set etiquette, how to operate, with clients, like actual clients, not just practicing on a model or something, you know what I mean? I might even used to make them like, okay, go talk to the lighting guy so you can go learn about lighting. Go talk to the wardrobe person so you can learn about wardrobe. So that was like the way I did my classes. And although I'm like, I know online is easier, I really did enjoy doing it that way because I knew I had really trained people. So now I'm working on a method to move all that to online because I feel like I hope things are changing, but I don't feel like we're going to be clear and truly out of anytime soon. So I teach classes. So we can do, like, for example, let's say you had a night like this, right? And you guys were like, hey, we just want to do like a get ready with me class. And we just want to learn how to use what we have. Like, I have a list of products that I send out to those people when we do this kind of classes where I'm like, okay, these are some of the things I would suggest you have in like your personal makeup bag. Also bring what you have and we'll learn how to use that too. But it's more so just doing it like a consumer level. Now I'm considering doing it like on a platform like Patreon or like OnlyFans or something like that. So those can be lucrative right now. But I also really like having a private class. And so I think I'm just trying to figure out how to transition, but I already have some classes booked with people who immediately just wanted to book it. Like, girl, I just need to learn how to do me. Like, I have a girl who just literally booked a brows class. She was like, I literally don't care about any other makeup except my eyebrows. I just want to learn how to do brows. I was like, so do you have a class for that? I was like, we can make one.
Right.
Those are probably my two main things coming up. I'm trying to get better at I'm trying to post more content, more TikToks, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to be like reach more people because I got comfortable for a little while being offline and just posting my work. But I realized people want that content. They want to see what you're doing. They want something that's more fun, just whatever. So, yeah. So the Glamour Feed, which is the product line and online store. And my courses, which, like I said, there's 2 tracks you can always take: consumer based and artistry based. So if you want to become an artist, or if you want to become I just want to know how to do small makeup. And just be looking out for like more content and stuff.
I mean, the talent is definitely there, and I feel like whatever you put your hand on, it's going to turn into gold. So you're good there. It's good to get there. So where can everyone find you at?
So it seems like, okay, so I'm going to give out my professional website. I'll do that first because I prefer people, but we know where they're going.
I'll put all of your contact information in the description box as well.
Okay, great. So my website is pjlovespj.net. My Instagram is pjlovespj. I pretty much made everything PJ Loves PJ. That originally my name on social was PJ Loves. I made an account under PJ Loves PJ for something else, and that name was off.
Okay.
So I went with it. So people always ask me, why is your name not some artist? And I'm like, because it was PJ Loves Makeup. And that was fine, but like I made PJ Let's PJ to make a Periscope account, and then that took off. Periscope took off, and that's kind of like where I got popular, I guess. So I was like, okay, well, PJ Let's PJ is how you know me. Like, now. But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Alicia both there. I always like to tell people Twitter is where I like to have fun. So no, that's not always where you find my professional content. Sometimes I'm just on there having a good time and being human. But feel free to follow me there. I have a YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of content. I have TikTok. Like I said, every TikTok I do post content there as well. Like I said, everything is under PJ Loves PJ. And also on my Instagram bio, I have my link tree, which literally has every link to me possible. So, like, let's say you're a bride and you want to inquire, I have my bridal inquiry and contact form there. If you want to book me, I have my COVID waiver there that you need to sign. I have my email there. Everything is literally there, but the best way to book, honestly, is email. And although I want to say no DMs, I can't seem to stop people from sending DMs. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll take that DM money when I get it.
Right.
So contact me through any of the modes of contact to book, whether it's a photo shoot, wedding, a girls' night out class, or a girls' night in class, rather, right? A personal session, pretty much anything. I do everything.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out this evening and sharing it with us. You are always welcome to Ladies Night. I enjoyed your company. You gave us some really good tips.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is anybody else have any parting words?
Thank you for sharing, but I know we have your Instagram.
Yeah, Anthony and I, we have like a girl group that we do a lot of activities with. So I'm gonna hire you for Ladies Night in. You do some makeup tutorials on, show us how to do some makeup.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know. Like, totally. Like, that sounds fun. Hit me up when y'all doing the girls' night, whatever. Let me know. I'm down. And thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody. You guys have really good questions. That was great. So thank you for even thinking of me and having me. I really appreciate that.
I had to. You have beautiful work. Your work is flawless. It's gorgeous. I love your work. I am a fan of yours. I really love your work.
These for you.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Paija. You have a good night and have a good weekend.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
That was nice. I love her.
She's fucking awesome. I really like her.
And you're humble and beautiful, and good spirit, right?
Yeah, her spirit's like lovely.
Love it. Okay.
Well, and she's so open and also just very like, just ask, girl, we'll do it. Like
whatever.
I really like her openness. It's really cool.
There's something on my screen.
Okay, y'all. So
all right.
It's a busy week. But first we're gonna start out with Antonisha. Because her husband had planned her next little Valentine's surprise weekend.
Ah,
can you share some of what happened? Where'd y'all go?
So, first of all, we never celebrate Valentine's Day. I personally, it's just not our thing. I never care for it. So, he was like, no, we're going. I'm like, for Valentine's. Like, yeah, it's not for that. It's plan. So I'm like, okay, so he's secured sitter. So I had no idea. And he's just like, well, just kind of pack. And those who travel with me know I pack. Like, I pack for anything. So we're driving, and he's like, gosh, I hope the sun was super windy too Saturday. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, I hate being cold. I hate being outside. So we get, I'm like, where are we going? And we're Redondo. So I'm like, okay, maybe we're just going to have, dinner. So we end up going to, what was the name of that hotel?
The Bosie.
And it was an ocean room. Oh my God. It was so bomb. So when we checked in the lake, it was like, oh, we did good. I said, well, I'm still at this point, like, okay, we at this nice hotel. The room, like, when I said I heard fucking seals, like, all night, it was so bomb. And I actually felt like before, but like just on our balcony, you just looking at the water. I was a little sick, so I'm like, shit, maybe I should do a cruise. But we were that close to the marina park. It was so pretty. We had our wine, our chocolate dipped strawberry. We just kind of had a date night. Shit, ooh, probably a year.
Wow.
In order for us, I do stuff once a month, so I was super excited. I had time. Like it was perfect. It was perfect. So that was my little Valentine's Day and getaway.
I know. I was looking at your Snapchat trying to be nosy. Like, let me see what she got going on this weekend. I know because this is a Python. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, it was so nice. And then we had some dinner from Bluefish Grill.
Oh, I
Lobster.
like that. I actually like that place. I've only been once, so I mean maybe I don't know, but
That was my first and my last. Like I
oh, last.
because I'm very picky. So my husband was like, "Oh, I'll just get steak and lobster." Okay, well, I'll just try a little bit of lobster. It was like rubbery. Like we left like
Oh,
lobster,
yeah.
always lobster taste, right? That shit didn't out right. It went bad. So it wasn't good. I wouldn't go back to lobster. The fish and chips was pretty good. Lobster.
Also, haven't you noticed? I think we talked about this before, but haven't you noticed though that lately almost all lobster's not been very fresh. It's all been real rubbery and kind of. I've had it like
Yeah,
3
it was.
times, and I'm just good. I'm
Yeah.
cool. I like lobster, but it's not good lately.
I'm
Yeah.
allergic to lobster.
You're allergic?
Really?
No, Nita, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Like clear?
You're kind of cutting in and out a little bit, but not bad.
Yeah.
Is it better
Yeah.
off the headphones? Or is it the same?
Oh, you're good. Whatever you just
Oh, it's
did.
better with the headphones. Oh, the headphones work.
Oh, it was better with the headphones?
Yes,
For me,
chocolate.
yeah.
You know, lobster, I get definitely.
Fine.
But and I also I break out times. Crazy.
No, not that face though, mama.
Huh?
Not okay.
If I get upset, I break out. It's crazy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, honey.
Is it choppy or no?
No.
You know, it's just one of those nights. Normally, we don't have this issue. I just think it's one of those nights. Can't really.
It's choppy.
I can hear better with the headphones on, though.
I wonder
Okay.
if I find my headphones, I need to find them, but I think I know where they might be. Maybe I should put mine on too. Maybe that's causing a problem.
It's okay. I mean, if you want to get them, you can. If not, we can just keep moving on.
Okay.
Okay, so Antonisha isn't the only one with exciting Valentine's Day. Nick Cannon had an exciting Valentine's Day. Somehow he has some kind of golden peen. I don't know, but he got
I'm
girlfriends.
not mad about it. I'm so not mad about it.
He has
Look,
3 girlfriends.
If they'll do it, I love it. Shit. Shit.
But
I know he got some good dick, girl, because at the end, the way
listen.
these supposed to be acting stupid over here.
I mean, he probably got the good dick, and he's paid. He got some money too. That dick is rich.
I mean, but a lot of folks will sit around and deal with some good dick without them being paid, and he's a twofer, honey. I'm cool with it. Hey, if them girls are cool with it, I don't have no problem whatsoever. It's real funny because I don't really get weird about that, but like, oh my God, get it, Nick Cannon. Go ahead, daddy.
I feel like he's in competition like Future and Fetty. Like, right now he got 5 baby mamas, right?
Yeah.
He has
got
one
a
girl.
bunch of fucking kids.
He just had a baby, and then there's another one of his girlfriends is pregnant with twins, allegedly.
But they
and
to be determined, But
and then Mariah, who we can't forget. And if you can hook Mariah, I don't know, you might got some good dick.
Oh, if you can get Mariah, baby,
I still was like, he was really very surprised. He was doing something right.
He was doing something, honey.
Antonisha, if you were single, would you be a part of the harem? Or would you be one of his girlfriends?
First of all, I am not only going to be second. So and like some people feel like, well, you get in the bag. That's fine. I'm not cool with that. No, I would not be a part of his trying where whatever he trying to build. I'm a person. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I will definitely be a part of Floyd Mayweather serum. Floyd, I'm available.
Oh my God, come on.
Call me. I am not gonna lie to y'all. Hell yeah.
Why
I'd be part of both groups, but I'm
What'd you say?
why Floyd?
Floyd got a whole lot of money and he takes care of
Are
them.
you serious?
He
I
takes
He
care
would just
of
pass
them.
you a brick
Like,
of fucking money. He would just
yeah.
pass you a brick of fucking funds. Like, it's all hundreds. It's a whole
Birkin
fucking brick
bags,
of
taking
hundreds.
care
He'll
of
just
bill.
pass
I
you
mean,
a, I'm
houses.
good.
Just make sure you get that shit in your name and you good.
But that's the thing. You bring a good point because I say, like, kind of, a lot of people be like, oh, these girls like, run around doing whatever. This is my thing. Now, if you're gonna be out here doing what you do, you're gonna be like number 10 or 50 on the list. Make that shit work for you. I'm talking about like have you a condo, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
cash. That way when he's done with you, got you a house, you got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, and hell, go start you a little business. What's next?
Start a business off of his name too. Like his name sells. So hell yeah.
Right.
I'll be good. Just
When
give
y'all
me 6 months of straight.
exactly happen, but a lot of girls, and I know a few personally, they just be out here doing tricks.
Turning a whole kind of tricks, girl. Don't even
For
got
Yeah,
nothing. Like if
nothing
I'm
to
gonna
show
do
for
it,
it,
I'm
girl.
gonna do it big.
they
I
need to have a
mean,
class
shit.
to teach these young girls how to play the cards right.
Girl, these new girls, they're not doing shit right.
They
They're
just
doing
want
it
Mm-mm.
all wrong. They
what
want purses, they want iPhones, they want hair,
They want purses. They want iPhone. They want hair.
they
And you know
want
what else
shit
they
that don't
want?
matter.
Just to be
Like
able to
buy that
say
shit
that they were
yourself.
rich forever.
They don't want the real stuff.
it's like buy me a few stocks, buy me some Tesla stocks, like, buy me some shit that I can secure my future. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
Something that appreciates. We
do a
need
job
something
and
that
get started.
appreciates here, honey. We're not looking for no bullshit. We don't need no fucking purse.
Right.
I want a fucking property.
I
Is
don't need
what I
no
want.
bundles. I can take care of my own bundles. I don't need any of that.
Shit, I got wigs, ho. I'm good. You know,
I
like,
do
I don't
too.
need no fucking bundles. I'm cool. Thank you. I
Throw it
got a
on, take
whole
it off.
wig right here. She ain't even worn yet.
Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, so our third guest has left. Our third host has left. I think I'm a little drunk right now.
I got some tipsiness. You can see it in my eyes. So what happens with me is I go real maybe not that gesture. But I just my eyes get super slanted when I have anything to drink. Like the first drink, I just look wasted. So it just happens that way for me.
Mm.
But no, so okay, so this Nick Cannon thing, I really am not mad about it because it's also just like they all know and they're all on board.
Yeah,
It's
they're all happy. I mean, it kind of seems like he gave really beautiful balloons, and I love you gifts. So I think they're happy with their situation. I'm not one to judge. Whatever happens in your bedroom, your
it's in
business.
your
It
bedroom,
doesn't it
right?
doesn't affect my money. I don't care.
I
Like,
kind of would. So I don't know about you, but I like the idea of being in a triple. Because you know
no.
what? They're not fucking bothering you all the damn time. I got shit to do.
Yeah,
Like I got
no.
stuff to do. I gotta run across town to do this. I don't have time to be dealing with his ass. Like you handle him for a minute. I'm gonna be over here. It's like having a built-in babysitter for me.
What was that song on the weekend? What's that girl? You can Monday through Friday. I get him on the weekend. You- no, first of all, no, too crazy. That it ain't gonna work out.
It ain't gonna work out.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it never
Mm-mm.
does. But that's the thing. Does it ever though? I mean, if you really look at it from like a straightforward point of view, and you look at it the way it really kind of like folds out, typically, that don't work. But I mean, it's happiness for a second, I guess, and
In
it's
hindsight, it sounds good, like if you're busy, but in
yeah.
reality, I ain't gonna. Because
And I'm
somebody's
also like I'm
jealous.
selfish. I like having like my
Very
own
much so.
space. And when I need to be in my own space, I need to be in my own space immediately, and I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? And that
Right.
seems like a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of drama. You love her more. I mean, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, it's not really something I probably would actually do. The idea of it sounds great, but like, it
So,
just
like,
sounds like a bunch of mess.
so if your boo sent you a beautiful bouquet for Valentine's Day, and then he also sent it over to the other boo that you know of, I mean, would you feel special, or would you be like, okay,
Um, I would feel special.
you
You know
would?
why? Because I mean, at least the thought there was some amount of thought there. I mean, it wasn't only about myself, and that's cool. But like, I think eventually that would bug me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a
It would
little
definitely bother me.
yeah. I think eventually it would bug me, but like, I also come from a community where like we have thruples all the time. It happens quite a bit, and it's something that you kind of run into quite a bit in my community. So it's a little different because it's also not like a marriage situation and all that stuff, although we can get married now. But I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like with you and your boo where you're gonna be a lot more like, oh no, not today.
Right. Right.
It would
Okay.
eventually bug me though, because eventually I would feel like I was just one of many, and that would bug me eventually, I think. But I'm having fun in the meantime, if that's possible.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, like I said, the only harem I'm joining is Floyd. That's it. That's all. Anything else? If you ain't got that Floyd money, no. I got to be one and only. If not, then
Yep.
so Boosie, the rap Boosie, has been talking a lot of shit lately. He called Michael B. Jordan a simp for dating a woman like Lori Harvey. I guess because Lori, she's allegedly has dated a few men in the past. But the thing with Lori is, well, let me go back to Boosie. Boosie is stating that no man, no street dude would ever wife a woman like Lori because of her checkered past. But the thing about Lori is, I have number one, she's never commented on anything. So we
Really?
don't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't get into nothing. So we don't know if these people are relatives or friends. We don't know nothing. Lori does not. She's never confirmed anything.
And I'm
Besides
happy
Michael
about
B.
that for her.
She's never confirmed anything. And on top of that, like she can do what the hell she wants. She's single. She ain't got no
Well,
kids,
when they
and
gonna
she's
start calling
young.
these men out? Because these men are fucking hoes. They out here having looking for. We just talked about Nick Cannon ass having all these fucking kids, and he
But
running
it's a
around.
but they it's like they kind of said, like when a woman does it, like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
this.
she's a hoe.
But you look at Future, Ali. I mean, Boosie has got six, 8 kids by 6 different women. So I mean, he kind of on his Lori Harvey tip too. Shit. So like, but society, it's like by societal norms, like it's frowned upon if a woman is but a man is like, no, what the fuck? That's right. That
That's
ain't
some
right.
bullshit.
It
No,
is.
that's some
It
bullshit. When
is.
we
It
start calling,
is.
these men's out for the bullshit they're doing,
Right.
for that same fucking bullshit, the shit you asking Tuck it, and then he went on that whole rant, bitch, about like, oh, they don't say nothing about these hoes and da da da, and I'm sitting here like, they don't talk about shit but people being hoes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And Boosie is not. I mean, if I had to choose between Boosie and Michael B. Jordan,
I go for Michael B. Jordan,
that's not
although
even like an
don't do it
option.
for me.
Like,
He might just be mad. I think he might just be a little jealous because Lori ain't swung his way. But he done fucked
Good
that
point.
up.
I mean, he looks like he pisses lean. Okay, don't nobody want who.
You know what Michael B. Jordan looked like to me? He looked like one of them dudes and they exist, and that's cool, and they have the right to exist. Before I say this, but he looked like one of them dudes that only talk to white girls, just fucking period.
You
You
know,
know what I mean?
I was actually surprised that he was with Lori too, because I felt the
Me
same way
too,
that
girl.
he's
Yeah.
like blonde hair, blue eye type of dude.
Yeah.
Like I
He
was actually
seems real that
surprised.
to me.
Saying if she can't use a comb, don't bring her home. Like
Yes.
Girl.
can't use a comb. Like they coming with the makeup. No, ain't no moisturizing, ain't no edge control, ain't no little too. So I was surprised.
I mean,
He
Lori
don't give me
Harvey.
like brother. He don't give me like, oh, I'm a black dude. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, but you know, Lori Harvey, she's very beautiful. So
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
a lot of these men want her. I feel like Boosie just mad because she, like you said, she ain't
moved
swung his
on.
way. Like,
But
no, you got too many baby mamas. I mean, you seem like you be high all the time. Don't nobody want that.
I'm here for Auntie's point for sure. Like that was for real, for real. Like that's you jealous bitch. Like you just
Yeah.
sound like you sound like you gotta like you need to suck it the fuck up and cry in the shower and move the hell on. Is what it sounds like to me.
Because he was trying to get at Rihanna for so long. Now y'all know Rihanna.
girl,
Rihanna ain't.
I
Oh,
mean,
not
we all dream. So maybe he was still.
He just mad because she didn't jump her future to Boosie. Like that, Boosie, come on now.
Well, all
He
them
ain't cute. All these
don't
rappers
know
not
like
cute no more.
shit.
Why none of them are cute now? Like they used to be cute. I mean,
Because they all look dried
maybe
up,
Baby wasn't so fucking
ashy.
cute.
These rappers.
Yeah, dried up. They look ashy. I mean,
For real though.
Eating to see
Like
who
for
the other
real.
laugh because I'm like, oh, like,
No, you know who I used to want to marry?
who? Tell us.
Child, I was real into Pharrell because I loved nerds. It was like my number one fucking group. I was very nerd, so I loved me some Pharrell.
You know,
Kind of
Pharrell
more
never
recent.
he never aged. He's very handsome and beautiful. His skin is flawless.
yeah, I'll give him
Beautiful
that.
skin.
He's
That skin
talented.
is flawless. Yeah.
It's
Well,
gorgeous.
have you seen him lately though? It's the age is starting to happen finally.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've
Oh,
seen
really? I haven't seen him lately. I haven't.
Oh,
say him look older. Shit. So I think
it's
a lot.
literally over since since lockdown happened.
Yeah.
He's starting to look old. He's starting to look like he looked like an old cat trying to dress young. That's what he looks like to me.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah.
I hate them old ass niggas who be wearing their pants all tight and sagging. Like, dude, you 32.
I mean, no, they be like 52. Like,
You too
Mhm.
old. Like, no. Come on. What you trying to do? You trying to get a
My
young girl?
daddy,
you
my
about to
daddy,
go out.
he still walk around in a Nietzsche. My dad walks around in fucking a Nietzsche and Sean John, and I'm like, what in the hell are you doing, dude? You're doing too much.
Don't play with them. Don't try to tell them they ain't doing it. You get all kind of crazy. That be cracking me up though. Ooh.
Hilarious. So, okay. So, Moniece is one of our hot topics tonight. So apparently she had made a comment about April Jones because you know her and April have some kind of issues with. She thought April was her friend, and then April started messing with Fizz and all that good stuff. So apparently we talked about this last week how April was allegedly with Dr. Dre. So Moniece is allegedly stating that Dr. Dre threatened her life. I guess she doesn't want any beats with Dre.
I believe it. You know, I believe it. That nigga is like that dude. Sorry, is
You can
like
say nigga.
He ain't right.
Once I seen the Miss.Sheeena movie, I was like, damn,
Girl,
Dre.
he beat the shit out of Miss.Sheeena ass.
What?
Yes,
No
like,
more questions, no more games.
yes.
Anyway,
He
let me get
her
that. But no,
like that. And I feel bad for Monique. Like she was, crying, and I laughed when she said, because before she even said that, I'm like, damn, what's in defense? If she saw him, should I be like, should I have pressure? I wasn't thinking clearly. I didn't mean it. But she said, you think the aneurysm, I'm the mother. I said, oh, shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know, he beat the crap out of D Barnes.
I've heard.
Who's D Barnes?
She was in
Oof.
what the hell show was she in? She was in an 80s show. She played What's Happening? The little girl from What's Happening, who then became and then she was like a security guard at a mall, and they had some kind of interaction, girl, and he beat the shit out of her. And not to mention what Michelle Lay is saying that he did.
Yeah.
People had to have like facial construction. That man is nuts. There is something really wrong with him, and he now is another woman. And I'm like, hey, like, it was dudes that came at you. It was dudes that came
that's
at
the thing. That's a problem.
the
Like, okay, Moniece is a woman. She probably weighs 110 pounds. She's really small, you know?
Right.
So all the other blogs are reporting it, but because she made a comment, you and her. Why didn't you threaten these big time blogs? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what kind of person reacts that way?
Why
what kind
are
of
you
person's like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass and gonna kill you?
Why are you coming for I would say the weakest person, but physically the weakest person. I'm not gonna say she's weak, but I'm saying physically. You know why come for her? She's a mom. You know, she's speaking her opinion on the situation.
And Michelle Lay is also a very small woman. She's like 5'2" or something, I think. I don't know that offhand. So
yeah.
somebody's like, he's wrong. She is 5'1". I'm sorry. But whatever the situation is, she's a small woman. Why is it that you're coming after all these women? Your wife told everybody that you fucking beat her ass. What the hell? Like, how are you getting away with this?
You know, I used to think that his wife was smoking dick when she wanted like $2 million a month, but now I'm looking at it. I'm feeling like, I mean, we don't know what she threw in her household, in her home, and she probably deserves every penny that she's requesting from him. You know, mental, physical, everything. You know what happened in that house.
People overlook that's what the type he's withholding her that she's used to having. She probably has all that emotional, financial shit.
And if she paid her phone bills $20,000 a month, okay, bitch, her phone bill is $20,000 a month.
Why is your phone bill $20,000 a month? That is confusing to me. My phone bill is like $50.
Wait, 50? Mine is like $165, and I be complaining.
Okay. Shit, when my shit come in, it's like 100. When I have to pay like $100 or some bullshit, I'm like, I'm upset. 20,
right?
1,000? You said?
Oh, mortgages, shit.
So yeah, that's what's been going on with that, and our prayers are with Niece, and I hope she finds happiness, and I hope, because that honestly, that will probably freak the fuck out too. Well, like real talk, like
real talk.
He has goons. He has real life goons who will do the thing that he tells them to do. So that will freak me the fuck out too. I'll probably shut my social media down, change my numbers, go to my mama's house. Fuck you. I do the most. So on our trifling agenda, well, Dre is, but moving forward, on our trifling agenda. So Texas Senator Ted Cruz, he's on the chopping block. Okay. So Texas is basically, a lot of people are without water, without electricity, without gas, without heat. They have their roofs are craving in. They have ice sculptures.
My family lives in Texas, so
how are they doing?
Directly affected. They live in Palestine, this little town just outside of. It's not too far from Dallas, but they're also being affected, and it's disturbing. It's disturbing that your state would be in that kind of disarray, and you would take your fucking ass to Cancun. Who the fuck does that? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
So the least you could have fucking done was stayed behind while your family went to fucking Cancun, you know, or you could have just not gone to Cancun because it just wasn't the thing to encourage those around you to feel like they should have faith in you as
the senator, as a leader of your state, as someone who's supposed to take care of the people.
Leader goes
took
down
your
with the ship.
ass.
Everyone
You took
knows
your little
that.
trifling ass to Cancun.
Yeah. And you know what? He's been a punk ass bitch for a long time. He will
Yeah.
forever remain and reign as a punk ass bitch. And this is one of his behaviors that I'm just like, this is why I don't fucking like you. Because you do this type of bullshit. So
Right.
let me tell you, girl. So
Tell me what happened.
For real, dude.
I
Tell
found out
me.
in reading about Miss Ted Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
I found out his wife, and you can look this up, you can Google it. His wife, she's got mental issues, and they found her. So they used to live in Austin, and they found his wife like on a freeway off ramp in like the grass, crying and being a goddamn mess. They had to take the bitch to the hospital.
Mm.
What?
Wow.
And this was a long time. This wasn't now. This was some time ago. This was like way before his current. Like no one knew who he was when it happened. But it's also like his wife seems freaking miserable. Like she seems fucking miserable.
But I've heard that he's allowed other people call his wife ugly, and he didn't
Yeah.
really
Fucking Trump
like.
called his wife an ugly.
Absolutely was, and he supports his homeboy.
Yeah.
First of all, I wish my nigga would allow somebody call me ugly. First, I'm running both of you motherfuckers over together.
Yeah.
Yep.
He supports that man.
And he supports him like he's all in his ass.
He's all up his ass. And I'm just like, okay. So first of all, you can't even call my friends ugly.
Let alone my
I will whoop your
None
ass.
of my partner. Nah, I mean, if you think he ugly, it's fine, but not in public. Shit, tell me.
Oh, he went out and said it.
No, it's just rude, very distasteful, you know. And then when he left out his trifling ass and blame it on his daughter, saying that she was stressed out. You know what? F you. Do you know how many other kids are out here stressed out? Not only are we in a pandemic, they're not able to go to school, play with friends, and they have an ice sculpture in their kitchen or living room right now.
Right.
He doesn't even have the fucking balls to own his own decision and say, I decided to go to Cancun. It was a poor decision. This is what grown folks do.
Mm-hmm.
What he did was, oh, well, my daughter wanted to go, or my daughters wanted to go, therefore we had to go, or something. Like he had no choice in the situation. And I'm like, no, you made the decision to go when you booked those goddamn flights, and you're stupid because like, girl, look on the map. Cancun even that far from, they live in Houston, which is far South Texas. It's right the fuck there. They could have booked a private flight and not have gone to the airport at all. What the hell are you doing?
Just dumb.
They probably couldn't book. They probably couldn't book a private flight because of that.
He's an idiot. Sucks for
they
that.
could book a flight. They could book a flight. He made a bad decision, and instead of just owning what he did and what he decided that it was someone else's fault.
People have more respect. It's getting bad. Like, I gotta get out. Shit, people couldn't be mad. It's like, it is bad. I mean, it's the right no, but it's like sometimes for your wrongs, it makes it better. He up here lying on his in the mix. No, he was like, I want to see when you booked the ticket. I want your return. I need to see all that, and then
I want to see all that shit.
Well, originally he was supposed to come back on Saturday, and I guess because he was getting so much heat, he tried to make it seem like he was just dropping his family off and then coming back the next day. But he was originally supposed to come back on Saturday.
Did you see the videos about we all huddled? We didn't have electricity for 2 days. We were fireplace up. Boy.
Yeah, the videos are tragic. Like, it is so hard to watch because it's also like, I mean, I've actually, I lived there for 3 years, and I lived in very far south Austin, which is right next to San Antonio, which is where they're having most of the issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have been left without fucking, like, if I had made the decision to move back to California, I could have been left with, like this, freezing my ass off, and like they have ice coming through. Like, I don't know if have you seen these?
I've seen it. Like, what I'm saying, the sculptures in the kitchen.
Yeah,
like,
girl,
that's not normal.
Yeah, this is crazy, and
they
it's
don't have
because of the Republican shit. Like, all this Republican shit is like backing up on them every single goddamn thing they do. It's like,
Right.
Like think about them, like it's like just strange, but they own their own power grid, electricity. So in like California, we can have like Arizona or another, flow some of that shit on up. They do that because they chose not to be a part of it. So that
Right.
And
and they did it for regulation purposes so that they could
Yeah.
take advantage of the system, and that sucks.
Exactly.
And it backfired on them.
Bro.
It's sad. Like the lady was saying, they had like I think like on formula, and she's like, it's scary. The stores are running out of water. People in snow. Like you got to be careful with that too. So it's sad.
A lot of these folks say took a bath in a week. Like they haven't been able to take a shower.
They can't take a shower. No hot water. No running water. It's
And
like,
then but the thing about Texas too, I don't know if y'all know. I don't know how much y'all know about living there, but it gets very cold there, so it can get down into like the tens.
mhm.
Kind of normal. It'll hail there sometimes. You get snow sometimes. It's cool. But the thing is that if you don't drip your water, your pipes freeze, and then you have to get they've got pipes exploding like crazy because they're not able to drip because there's no water. It's bad.
That's not here either. So a lot of people like Houston, for areas that they're not that, like they're really like scrambling, and like that's just like here, where we go in like Southern California. Shit about to be blowing up because we don't know how to winterize our home. We don't know to do that stuff. So it's like, could you imagine you home renting and it is leaking and you just like, what do I? Is this not cover like my stuff? Like where? Like I feel I can what those people are dealing with. Like some have to go to shelters. Like don't nobody want to be cramped in no shelter right now with some unknown people.
Especially if you have a home, but a lot of people they don't have a home to go back to because their ceilings are caved in. They have ice sculptures in their kitchen and living room. And their senators, and he went to Cancun. He said, "Fuck y'all, have fun. I'm gone."
Fuck y'all out. Yeah, that's some bullshit.
There's another trifling person in Texas, in Colorado City, Mayor Tim Boyd. He basically told everybody to fend for themselves. Texas isn't responsible if you don't have gas or electricity or water.
Wow.
And basically figure it out. Since then, he has resigned.
What kind of person?
Who said that? It's just crazy. Oh, this isn't made up. Like this is they said it is it's very concerning. It makes me wonder, like, who are these so-called leaders that we've elected, that people have to kind of make sure shit is going good, that we're taking care of. Now, yeah, nobody could have known the storm is going to be that bad, but a good leader would have been like, you know what, state, y'all about to make this, the best of this. But it's like he going out basically, and it ain't what the fuck, like pretty much saying shit. Fuck y'all, figure it out. What?
He said they weren't responsible, and he said, basically, either you're gonna sink or swim. And strong will survive. He went on a big little rant on Facebook. Since then, he has resigned from his position. He was a mayor of a small little town in Colorado Springs in Texas. Not sure where that's located at, but my opinion on this is Texas almost went blue, and I feel after this, you see what kind of people are. They're definitely going to go blue because it's like your leaders literally left you out to dry, And I know a lot of people don't like Newsom. I mean, we're in California. A lot of people don't like Newsom. Me, I love him. Like,
I like him.
I like him a lot.
So, no problem. I've actually met him, by the way. So,
no problem at all.
He's
so
cool.
I was in San Francisco when the first gay marriages. I was actually there for Pride and with a bunch of friends, and it just so happened that they passed gay marriage like while Pride was happening.
Oh, nice!
So I got to go down to like the courthouse and watch my friends get married and Gavin Newsom was the one presiding over the weddings.
Oh
And he was the
wow!
nicest person. Now, granted, at the time I was very green friendly, and I was reeking of pot, and he was the nicest person. He was so fucking kind and just actually hugged me. It was cool. It was rad.
I've heard the same. My mom does a lot of stuff with. She's met him. She loves him, and people was like, fucking okay, he's human. Like I'm sure everybody tested. I'm sure they safe way. Was it a good look? Nah, but has he been great? Hell yeah. Y'all fuck up. So it's like that he had him a good ass $300. I guess I might have been mad about that. They $300, but I'm precautions, and I don't think a great job. We were one of the first states to lock down,
Yeah.
and he's done great. And I think people are just bitter who want to
They
recall.
do, because they have to stay home. And it's like, none of us want to stay home. But what is he supposed to do? Because the only responsible thing for him to do is to tell us to stay the fuck home and wear our masks and clean things.
Right.
What else is he supposed to do? I don't understand what the expectation is. Other than just opening everything up and everyone just getting COVID.
I think a lot of people were upset with him because he had like a family dinner or something at a restaurant, and this is like the day. But at the same time, like, let's all be realistic, okay? He's a governor, right? I'm pretty sure they shut down the restaurant, right? I'm pretty sure they had all their safe protocols, right? And my opinion, yes, if he has a small crowd, a small group of people, yes, maybe he's allowed to have dinner, with people. But that's my opinion. And a lot of people were upset because he shut the city down, the state down. But for me, it was like more for us. It wasn't for him. It was more to protect us. So
also, he is fine as shit.
Girl, I almost called you girl. Girl, Newsom can tell me to walk backwards on the 405 blindfolded, and I'll be like, okay, Governor. Anything else? What else you want me to do? Is that all?
You now?
You turned his voice is hypnotizing. His voice is very hypnotizing. I really feel like he was really trying to protect us, and he wasn't shutting it down to be mean. He was shutting it down to protect everybody. But so far he's got so many. They're trying to recall him, and then he's gotten threats, and it's like he basically said, "Okay, state's back open. Y'all want to come out here and die? Die. Have fun."
I would have said, what? Had I been the mayor, I got big. I was like, all that motherfuckers trying to recall me. Y'all the reasons why I open back. Because y'all having y'all little thirsty ass parties. Right. Like, this is why. So, you know what? Recall your goddamn. And like you said, he was going to keep everybody safe. Like, people tired. They kids see that little Ray, this crazy, like Miss teacher in kindergarten. Now they're seeing it. They ready for Ray to go back to school. Like that's I think it's like people. I really don't see. Like I get it, but it's like alone. Like what's the rush? Like has figured it out. We've adapted. Made changes. It's working out. But I think people are tired. They're tired of the kids being home all day. They tired that they can't do whatever do. Like if they was bar hopping, they can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So people who are out here trying to recall him, they got their own.
They have their own agenda going on, and a lot of people are saying, "Well, their kids are not getting the right education." Obviously, your kids are not getting the right education. No offense to anybody with kids, but your kids might be a little dumb for the next 2 years, and it's okay. But they'll be healthy and safe.
But this is the thing: school stop at school, that shit carries on at home. Yes, environment. If you feel your kid is lacking, sit your ass instead of scrolling. Get your ass up, read a book. Your kid, go do a nature walk. Show your kid about that. So all in they just stay on some other shit. Like that's not the environment. Yes, can you still get your kid up to par?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So for those
people
with that
bullshit too, that these teachers aren't paid enough. Especially to deal with these little fucking hard-headed ass fucking children, because girl.
No, they're not. My mother has been a teacher for like the last 5 years, and it amazes me how NBA players pay more than teachers.
Oh,
And
that
they,
is,
and the teachers are the one who actually teach and assist with disciplining the child.
They
And
need
it's
to
just a,
teach NBA players how to be NBA players. I mean, they're the ones that do that, like, come on.
but it's crazy how like they get paid more than teachers. I feel like teachers are the ones who's really dealing with your child.
nurses, because they really matter. Like, they really matter. And that is just, now, even before, I always felt that some people, like certain professions, they're not for the service they do. Like, these are they teach our kids. So you got these little build the bitches and it's teachers are like crayons and all this other. That's just crazy. It's sad.
It is sad. Okay, so we have a few Shiros this week. Who's Shiros? Because women are running the world. We are running the world. Okay, we have
need a
Shiros.
Shiro. I'm holding up for a Shiro, girl.
So Beyonce, y'all know I love me some Beyonce, so she has to be on the Shiro crew. She's going to Houston.
Love her.
Me too. So she started up a relief program with Adidas, and Be Good is working with Adidas and Bread of Life Profit to help anyone in Houston or in Texas who needs some type of financial help. So Beyonce loves Houston. That's her city. That's where she's from. She reps it all day. I'm not surprised. And also our other Shiro is like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Cortez, yes.
She's a shit. Like,
I love her. She
is
play at all. She has not played a day in her
I
whole
can't
life.
I can't wait to see where she's gonna be 5 to 10 years from now. Really, Alexandria is the real shit. So while Ted Cruz is going to Cancun and this other little fuck boy talking about survival of the fittest, she got $2 million within less than 24 hours for the state of Texas.
Like, totally not the. Like,
and Texas is not even her state.
Yeah.
She don't even live here anymore. She don't even live there anymore.
It's not her state, and she got Texas. So while the leaders of Texas are on their own bullshit, Alexandria is like raising money. She's doing her damn thing.
Yes, I live for her. I think that one day she will be president.
Yeah.
And the reason I believe that is because if she remains this dedicated and if she remains on this course and remains this consistent and fucking puts she is putting them in their place left and right, girl. But did you see that shit where homeboy had said something fucking crazy to her, girl, and she went on a rant for 2 hours about how inappropriate it was, but it was 100% on point, every piece of it.
Yeah.
She is a fabulous fucking woman.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to her career. I'm looking forward to seeing her.
I am too.
Succeed in oh my God.
Yeah. And she's like really, literally, like she's a pit bull in a skirt.
Yeah.
She's real aggressive. She's pretty while she does it, but
I kind of like that.
She's for the people.
I like girls like that. I don't know why, but me and girls like that, we fucking click. I live because I like a girl that's also not about the bullshit. Like I love that she's fun. I love that they got videos of her dancing and they were calling her sluts and all this crap. And she was like, I was literally just dancing on a dance floor. What's the problem?
Yeah.
But they keep trying to disrespect her and keep coming for her. And I hope she don't get tired. I worry about her getting tired.
She's very strong. She's a strong woman. I don't see her getting tired because she knows what it is. Number one, she's a woman. Number two, she's a woman of color. So regardless of what she does, she will always be targeted. She will always they always come for her. It doesn't matter what she's walking her dog, they're gonna come for her.
Right.
If she's walking an old lady across the street, they're gonna come for her. It doesn't matter what she does, she knows that they're gonna come for her. And I like her. I don't give a fuck too. Like, I'm here for this is what I'm gonna do anyways. Like AOC is like she's good. She's a goat. I love her.
Yeah. She is.
I also love that she kind of heads that group of like very progressive female, empowered, um, um, you know, folks that are part of her group. You know, Talib, all those folks that are like kind of part of her larger group. That she's kind of like boss. You know what I mean? And she
Yeah.
leads everything. I just also love. I love that they keep trying to be like they keep trying to give her shit for being all she is is a a bartender, and it's like, well, no one said bartenders were dumb.
Right.
You sat here and you want to disrespect, and you just
Mm.
step straight into a trap because now she's about to go clean the fuck off on you. And I live for that. I'm here for that. I'm so here for that.
Yeah.
Well, tonight has been it's been very interesting. I've had a lot of fun. I got a little tipsy with y'all. Dante, we loved you on the show with us. We hope to see you
Thank
next week here.
It's been so great. I'll get better at interviewing, I promise.
No, babe, you're good. I mean, we're all new at this. We're all moving. We're all doing, we're all advancing. So, but we
Right.
enjoyed you on the show with us tonight. Do
I
we have
enjoyed being here.
any parting words before we get off?
Have a good weekend.
No, thank you for having me. I super appreciate it. It's been such a great journey, and I hope to see you guys again soon.
Well, thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, thank you for taking the time out to spend the evening with us and are coming back to watch it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell button every time we go live so y'all can watch us.
Don't forget to like the video, though, too.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.